Michelle?
Thank you. So we have Stacie and Bella with us, and they've been answering some of your questions and definitely reading all of your texts that are coming in. How has the conversation been so far? You're getting mostly texts.
Yeah, mostly texts. They've been super sweet. Some text messages coming in from people who knew Ian directly, and you know, some coming in just from people who are so touched by the story. May is honestly a real high activity month for suicide, so I think in our schools today it's really hitting home.
Why is it a high activity month?
It's just there's just a lot of, May is traditionally known statistically as a high suicide rate month. I think that's just when it brings on a lot of changes for kids. You know, and I did get a comment in the last 24 hours when we knew that we were going to be here, and it was more or less about what the question was, why is this sometimes a kid's last resort? And I think honestly what we're seeing, especially in this teenage age group, is sometimes it's becoming their first option.
Okay.
And that's where we're just really, the Live Hard movement is about getting these kids to hold on to whatever they can and whatever helps them stay.
Hold on for 20 more minutes a day.
A day. Yeah, just to see another sunset. Whatever it is, urging them to hold on until they can talk to somebody that they trust, whether it be a peer, a parent, a teacher, a family friend.
Bella, what about for you? Because obviously, you know, you're still in school. You're almost done.
Almost.
But how has this changed the conversations that you have with your friends and your peers?
I mean, I feel like suicide is a very more open topic with, like, throughout our whole community, because we have seen it so much in the past year, and it's been really hard for us, obviously, but I think that the fact that we're talking about it and we're making more of an impact has been really helpful with bringing everyone together. So I want everyone in middle school, high school, no matter what, growing up, I don't want these teenagers to feel like they're alone and it becomes their first option. I don't want that.
I don't know how much time we have. I'm going to ask one question to make sure I get this one in. But what advice would you give to parents, you know, even the ones who are on Facebook? You know, social media can also be snarky on there too. But what do you say to parents who say this could who can't just imagine that this could happen to their family?
No.
Or friend, you can answer that too.
Right. I think we were there 12 months ago. Never ever could have imagined it. But what I would say is sometimes when they're not showing signs, what can happen is the signs show up in the last 5 minutes or maybe in the last 24 or 48 hours, and to just be extra vigilant with your kids and any changes that they're going through. It's not over time all the time. Sometimes it's super instant.
Yeah. Any last words, Bella?
No, I just want everyone to understand that this isn't a movement that's about it's about teaching others that we need to know what's going on. We can't talk about this behind closed doors. It needs to be open for discussion, whether people like it or not.
Well, thank you guys so much for sharing your story and opening that for our viewing public, because I know it can be hard. We really appreciate it. You're going to stick around just for a little bit longer, and don't forget you can text chat to 206-448-4545. I know a lot of people want to know, like, hey, can I get a Live Hard t-shirt? You know, other things too. So we would love to hear from you. But thank you again. Can't thank you enough.
Thanks for having us.